Okay, so I'm here with Gonzalo. He is the deputy director of El Museo del Barrio, and he has kindly agreed to speak with me about museums in New York City. So thank you so much for speaking with me.
Thank you for inviting me. One of the things we always say to people that come to El Museo, and we get a lot of non-museum goers to the museum that come to the museum because of the culture, right? They want to connect with their own heritage and culture. We always say that people pay thousands of dollars to come to New York to enjoy all the museums that the city has to offer. And many of us were like a metro car ride away, kind of like $2.50 away from museums that we don't get to enjoy them.
Yeah.
Another good thing that we always tell them is that there are like 34 museums around the city that the admission is suggested. That means that you pay what you wish.
Oh, really?
The Met Museum, the Brooklyn Museum, the Bronx Museum, Studio Museum in Harlem, El Museo del Barrio, the Queens Museum. There's so many museums that because they are in city-owned buildings or because they receive money from the city directly, they have to offer the Museum of Natural History that is very popular. The Museum of Natural History that is very popular with families and children. Also, they're all like, you just go and you tell them, I want 5 tickets, and you pay $1 or you pay what you wish.
Okay, so people shouldn't be intimidated by doing this when they go to the museums. When they see a suggested price of $25, they should really pay what they wish to pay, correct?
Yes, and you have to think that all of us New Yorkers, we already are paying for that museum with our taxes, so don't feel intimidated and just, exercise your power.
Great.
And then museums have changed a lot in the last 15-20 years. When I was a child, you would just go to the museum. You were greeted by a docent, which usually is an old lady that is volunteering her time, and she would take us around the museum and lecturing us about the works of art or whatever the museum has to offer. Museums, as I said, has changed a lot. And there's a lot of activities that make the galleries much more accessible to people and much more accessible to the different kinds of learning that we have. Some of us learn by listening, some of us learn by exploring, some of us learning by moving. So you always have to look on the website of the museums and see what offerings they have for families. There's usually a gallery conversation, and then they take you to the workshops and you are making activity, and that makes a really good 2 hours for a family to enjoy in a museum. There's also museums offering concerts, film screenings, or different kinds of programs that help you understand better what's happening in the galleries.
Now, to access this information, should people go to each museum's individual website, or is there another website perhaps that people can go to find out this information?
I mean, you have many options. You can fish for each museum website, and as you know every museum, you're going to figure out which ones are your favorite, and that's easier, and sign up on the newsletters. But you can also use Time Out. Time Out is your best friend. I mean, every week you just get the magazine and you can see what museums are offering then. And there's also New York City & Co., which is an organization that brings together all the tourism activities and everything that culturally the city has to offer. And if you sign up to them, you get just weekly emails with what's to do in the coming weeks at New York.
Great. Okay, well, thank you so much. I think you gave a lot of good information to our listeners, so thank you so much.
Thank you, and come visit us at El Museo del Barrio.
Yeah, where is it located, the Museo del Barrio?
We're in 5 and 5. We're in 5th Avenue and 104th Street in East Harlem.
Okay, excellent. Will do. Thank you again.
Thank you.